Hey, what's up? It's Castoo. This is my second PK commentary. So, for this video, I just got some random assortment of clips. Since I don't upload much, I just have this huge backlog. So this is my account, my peer. I get asked a lot, like, why do you have Smite at this level? Like, it's way too early. It's because of fights like this. So, here's a B ring right there. You can see my kills deaths over here. I've died a fair number of times. However, just like one kill, like the torture I showed in the last video, that basically paid for every death I've ever had. One B ring PK like that, 2 mil PK, that's 20 deaths right there. Not counting emblems and everything else I get, from just standard drops. A lot of standard drops, though, are just paying for like supplies because you go through a stupid amount of supplies as a peer. Alright, what I'm doing in this clip, kind of mean. You can see the Voider's doing his Slayer assignment. I'm doing my Slayer task too. However, I'm pretty okay with, PKing while I do my Slayer assignments. So come over here, I'm checking this world, moving into the spot on the other world, getting it ready. I know some people don't like to see killing PVMers, but I can't help it. Like, he's standing right here. I just have to do it. Goodbye. Sorry. Terrible spec, by the way. But does the trick. I don't. I only get the coins from like I think like his top, not his top, his helmet, gloves, and boots. I don't know what that is. 50k drop off of Voider. Alright, this guy here sucks. Actually, he doesn't. I feel bad for him. So we're starting out. Again, this is why I have Smite. I'm not smiting him at first because it tends to scare people, especially if they're lower combat. And if someone's lower combat, I'm okay with like not smiting them, because I have a combat advantage already, so it's kind of unfair. But it's good. It's good to smite. Here's another B ring right here. And with this B ring, that's another 20 deaths or so that I can afford to have. Not that my bank really needs it, but this is where the profit is at this combat. Like, you don't make profit getting strength ammies off kids. Like, you don't make profit getting, even glories. Like, none of that's worth anything. You really just gotta get smites, and you gotta get, or just get, the crazy lucky PKs. Like in the other video where I find that guy with the full infinity at green drags. But short of that, there's really not much to get. Like here, this guy attacked me. He's got, I think, like the clue scroll armor. It's like basically it's mystic, but it costs more and it looks cooler. Though it's kind of downside of basically all clue scroll items is, they start off expensive, but as more people do clue scrolls to get the actual like useful items, they stop. They go down in price to the point where they're not really worth anything special anymore. So people can use them just for standard PKing like this. It's a huge bummer this guy has the anti-dragon fire shield though, or I could probably be killing him with the bolts right now, because I doubt he would be bringing an anti-fire pot. But I'm not hitting on him. When he switched to Maul, he actually took it off for a second, but then he puts it back on. So my chances of killing him right now are basically nothing, because I have to get a combo bolt spec, which isn't going to happen. I don't have knives on me, which is really my bad. I could use the arrows here and try to get him. Arrows and the short bow, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. Oh no, I do. As you can see, I'm narrating this after, so I'm not totally sure what I do it. Smart me, but now he's just gonna tab out because I'm gonna wreck him. So, oh, it's me who tabs out? No. I stayed as long as I could, though. Give me credit for that. Like, I was out of food. He PJ'd me. I think you know what's gonna happen right here. Coming in, another world, checking my prayers, making sure I'm ready. Uh, Smiting, like when I hop in for the preset selection, kind of like sometimes I think maybe I shouldn't do it because it shows on the overhead, but sometimes too I feel like it's better because it like if they have 20 HP left, then I in theory could smite them out like on those initial specs, and then they can't pray me for the hits after. Like if the first specs don't kill him, I have a chance after that. I don't even know why I'm including this clip. This clip is it's mean. There's no point to it. Don't watch. Skip the next like 30 seconds because this is nothing nice. It's not a good timing on the spec. I'm being lazy because I just know I'm going to kill him. What am I going to get? I'm going to get some herbs. Let's see. Do I have my looting bag on? I at least have my looting bag on me. 50k though. I don't know what he was doing running around with a 50k on him. Uh, like I'm pretty sure that was just cash that he had. All right, so here is me not knowing like the new lines for Deadman Mode. Like, I didn't play for a couple seasons, so then I'm running back. Like this used to not be a safe area, but it is now. So I'm dead. Um, whoops. Yep, my bad. Yeah, tried dropping the dagger a little bit too late. Uh, Whatever. Didn't know. Whoops. You win some, you lose some. The only downside that dropped 10% on my all my XP. So like for the rebuild, I had to rebuild like even my protected stats had a loss, which kind of sucks. So don't ever go into safe zone. And killing an Iron Man because I'm not very nice. Uh, yeah, maybe shouldn't include those clips in the future of me being horrendously not nice. I usually don't even save them when I'm viding, but occasionally do. Oh, thank you. This is a nice drop. Much higher comment than me. But for being out here, like, it's usually just crap. So, free Armadale robe set. Oh, I'm an idiot. So I had said at the beginning of the video, oh, there's a torture in this. Or in the first video. There wasn't the torture in the first video. The torture's right here. This is the torture PK. So here it is. Thank you. Thank you for that torture. This is why I have Smite. When I first did this, note I'm risking an anguish, so it's fair for me to smite in this. At first I thought it was just a fury. I didn't even realize it was a torture. So when I realized that, pretty sweet. Favorite thing to do out here in the wild? Kill some drags and then wait for people to attack me. But if you notice, I'm actually pretty well geared, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Like, I don't carry a ton of brews, but I also don't need to. Like, the chances are I can pretty much always get away. I don't have Chaos Altar set up for this as an escape route, but you just run down to the druids, and usually they don't stick around long enough. So I've maybe had like a couple times teams try to come in and wait it out at druids. Yeah, you're not living through those specs. Another big plus is when you have people attack you and they're already skulled and they have keys on them, you get those keys too. So it's like PKing without doing any of the work or the risk. This is from last season, by the way. If you're like, wait, how are their ancients out? What's going on? This is from last season. Like I said at the beginning, I have a lot of old clips to burn through. So I'm kind of just putting those in this video. I'll be deleting. I'm deleting a lot of other ones too that just either weren't that good or they're just basic. There's basic clips. This one though, those specs. What was that? A 31-33. Pretty convenient. And honestly, actually, for Deadman Mode, I don't usually get that many kills because I'm not out PKing too much. Like, I PK, but I just don't get the mage and run around and do that game. And like when it comes out the second week, I've started doing it. I'll be doing it this season. So a week from now, I'll be getting Mystics, getting 82 mage, but I never do the barrage. I can never do that play incessantly until your stats are nice and OP. So the new cap system is really enjoyable. I like the fact that I can work full time, go to school full time, and still find time to PK. This would actually be a lot cooler if it wasn't Deadman Mode because I smited him on those specs. But yeah, again, I really like sitting out here in the dungeon though, because if you're soloing, you can basically stay skulled all day and you don't have to worry about it. Unless a team of 10 or so comes through, it's pretty hard to kill people when they're down here. This guy here, he actually stays for the fight. I mess up. You're going to see where I mess up. But I still managed to kill him. So I changed my prayer right here because I'm ready to go Gmaul him in a second. But then the bolt gets him first. So change prayer for nothing, but still kill him. Which is pretty decent loot for being down here. Like getting a guy with that much defensive bonus, 1k bolts on him, rune bolts too. So that was pretty sweet. Anyway, that's the end of the clips. Have a good one. Thank you.